we had to communicate with, like music track on a CD. These communication tools have been burned into the brain. Our body language become a part of our convention. It also signals to the another person about us. Body language, it also helps the persons to oversell with confidence and authorities and practices good postures. Stand with our back straight, shoulder back, and our chin up. Our voice is a posture, not a sound. Clearly, when our chin is dropped towards our chest, keep our arms relaxed at our side and avoid chipping our hands behind our back or hanging our arms in front. Postures calmness. Avoid nervous gestures such as trapping our foots or jingling coins in our pocket or playing with a pen. Keep our hands off our face and nerves picked at our nose. The way we walk and the way we talk all tell something about our social status. These gestures have come to us expected in a journal as having the meaningful mentioned and list to the China and America. As we mentioned earlier, it is impossible for us to stop communicating non-verbally. We all lid points and look away. We move our hands to emphasize in our talk. We from smile, fold our arms, and move towards objectives or peoples, then move away. How we stand, walk, eat, and gestures reveal much about our personality. It is called body language. It is an important medium through which people communicate with each other. It refers to the pattern of facial expression and gestures that people use to express their feeling in communication. So, body language is also defined as a non-verbal communication, where we are not using words to communicate with each other. It includes our hand gesture, postures, facial expression, movement to send the message from one person to the another person. Now, what are the features of body language? What are the features of body language? First, institute feature. Institute feature means using body language in English teaching can help the teacher to depth student, understand and impress. Visual body language can cross student interest in English studies. Next is communicative features. What is the communicative features? We cannot forget the importance of body language when teachers communicate with students. So for that, the student need to learn how to be more active in class. So that are communicative features. Now, next comes to the suggestive features. What are suggestive features? So, what are suggestive features? Suggestive features are those features that something a student understand the teaching knowledge by guessing from teachers' body language. The student have rich image and that can get much informed from the teacher. A qualified teacher should learn to use body language in English teaching. Body language can become a prospective tool in future education. Next comes to the importance of body language. Why body language is important? It is extremely powerful tool which can improve our life. Many ways. When patients precise and practices, we use non-verbal behavior pattern to more easily delegate trust and lies. Projects are more confident, powerful presence, persuade, influence, and sell better. But people at the easy create a sense of trust. Make friends. Oral communication. It is especially important in business dialogues. If you are only aware of a meditator verbal message, you will likely miss the major portion of the overall communication. Being aware of both non-verbal and verbal message will give you an important edge. Communication is the more than verbal. Good negotiator must first to good communicator. Unfortunately, many negotiators think of communication only as a oral or a written exchange. But verbal exchange also accounts for only a fraction of message people send and receive. Research has shows that between 70 and 90% of entire communication is non-verbal. Consequently, you should be aware of different form of non-verbal communication that you are likely to encounter during negotiation conferences. It is an extremely powerful tool which can improve our life in many ways. It also helps to the non-verbal behavior patterns to more easily. Delights, trust, and lies. It is especially important in business firm. Good negotiation must first to be a good communicator. Using body language and presentation the right way can help you to choose more sale or to win that pitches. When you make eye contact and maintain a confident posture, your presentation is more likely to connect with the other person. Now, next comes to the type of body language. So, as you see a chart or a diagram on your screen, there are various types of body language. So types of body language like distance between the two is the key factor. So what do you understand by distance between the two? By the end of the intervention, the two may be quite a distance from the compromise. The two may be quite a distance from the people where they were originally standing. Different people have different ideas about proper distance between people convincing. According to this study, it's seen there are four main distances. First, intimate distance range from direct physical contact to a distance of about 45 centimeters. Next is your personal distance. What is a personal distance? It's about 45 centimeter to 80 centimeter. And it is most common when friend, accurate, and relative converse. Then next comes to your social distance. Social distance may be anywhere from about 1.3 meters to 3 meters. People who work together or people doing business, as well as most of those in conversation of social gathering, tends to keep a distance is further than any of the above. Generally, for the speaker in public and for the teachers in the classroom, most important thing is to kept in the mind is that most English people do not like people to be close. Now, next comes to be physical appearance and physical context. So, what do you understand by physical appearance? It is a very important role in creating first impression. Awareness may permits you to build on your natural advantage. However, awareness of any natural disadvantage may be even more important. Research has found that physical attractiveness affects the way you prescribe yourself and the way others prescribe you. For example, personal trust. Personal dress is the importance of how we dress is highlighted by saying dress for success. Clothing has been found to affect perception and predictability, like ability, attractiveness, and dominance. But researchers agree that clothing has the most poisonous effect on credibility. Unfortunately, many otherwise good representatives ignore the importance of personal dress during talks, and that ignores negativity, affect their ability to attain mutually satisfactory result. For instance, in English speaking countries, physical content are generally avoided. In conversation among ordinary friends, merely touching someone may cause an unpleasant reaction. If one touches another person accidentally, he or she usually utter an apology, such as sorry. Oh, I am sorry. Excuse me. Such behavior, whether touching, patting, hugging, or kissing, can be quite embarrassing, and I hope both type of body language is understood by you. Now next comes to a eye contact. What do you understand by eye contact? Contact is an important aspect of body language. One could draw up quite a list of rules about eye contact. To look or not to look, when to look, and how long to look, who and who not to look. There are different formula for exchange of glances depending on where the mating take place. Person till you are about to 8 feet apart. Then you must look away as you pass before the feet distance is reached. Each will signal in which direction he can pass. In conversation, a person shows that he is listening by looking at the other person's eyes or face. If the other person is speaking at some length, the listener will occasionally make sound like or nod his head to indicate his attention. If he agrees with the speaker, he may nod or smile. If he is disagreeing or has some reservations, he may silence his head to one side, raise an eyebrow, or have a quizzical look, starting at people or holding a glance too long is considered an oral communication. Even when you look may be one of the appreciation as of beauty, it may make people endless and embarrassed. Looking directly on the eyes to be a mark of rudeness or until a more familiar relationship is established. Now, next comes to the blocking or the eye contact we have already discussed. Now, it comes to the facial expressions. What are facial expressions? As the most communicative part of communication, the face is probably the signal most important sound of non-verbal communication. It is capable of conveying several emotions intensely. The face not only can communicate a great deal, but also seems to be the type of non-verbal behavior people are beat able to control. However, facial expression should be interpreted in culture context and with cause. Take, for example, we can take smile and laughter. A smile and laughter usually convey friendliness, approval, satisfaction, pleasure, joy. This is generally true in as well as in English speaking countries. However, their word facial expression also vary from culture to culture. For instance, some businesses, it is considered to be expected and yell, but not to cry. But for the Japanese, in situation of the strong emotion, it is considered expected to smile or laugh, but not to flow or cry. Now, next next body language is your gestures. What is a gesture? So gesture is a expensive movement of a body part, especially the hand and the head. People talk with their hands, but what they mean depend on their culture. With verbal language, non-verbal codes not universal. Some gestures have different meaning in different culture. The forefinger near lips with the sound sh, which is a sign for silence, means discipline. What do you mean about that? That means a discipline. In different culture, different gestures are used for the same meaning. The OK sign, the circle formed with the thumb and first finger, which has the similar meaning in most of the Western Europe, is a vulgar insult in Greek. Absence gesture moderates country, a sign for a lit nation, and can means you worth nothing. Movement different from one culture to another. We are taking various country examples so that you can know in which country what type of body language say what communicates. Okay. So if we are taking the example of Belgium, for an example, people may nod their hand to signify no, shake their hand to specify yes. So gestures can be very confusing, intercultural, but there are some gestures that have widely understood meaning. For example, foot shaking, finger tipping, and pointing with a tie or a hair usually signifies nervousness. A clash was typically indicate hostility or aggression, especially in the study of body movement. It emphasized that no single gestures carry a meaning of amount itself. The gestures just discussed not always mean the same thing. To understand a person meaning, pay attention to all the clues. They are sending and context in which the clues occurs, not to just a single gestures when one communicates in a certain language. It is generally advisable to use non-verbal behavior that goes with a particular line. So gesture is a expressive movement of a part of body, especially hand and the hand. People usually talk with their hands, but what they mean different to their culture. Now next comes to your posture. What do you understand by the posture? Next comes to your postures. What do you understand by posture? So the word people can carry themselves, communicate the volume, present from disparate culture, learn to sit, to walk and to understand differently. The impact of culture on non-verbal communication is so strong that even people with the great experience is cross-culture communication might be unaware of how meaning of a non-verbal act varies from culture to culture. So, by the example of the different country, we know which expression speak what words to you. If we are taking the example of Europe country such as Germany, where lifestyle tends to be more formal, a posture is considered a sign of rudeness and poor manner. Similarly, if we are talking about Japan, the formality is more important. And Japanese value the ability to sit quiet. They might see the American figure and shift as an indication of lack of mental and spiritual balance. But there are similarities for interns even in North America. Swing a foot in interview makes negative impressions. Also, people respond unfavorably to understand with weight back as a hand in the pocket. Workplace or sitting with the feet up on the desk is often and learning on the stand in the business presentation may make the audience feel that the speaker's ideas areas are careless or his or her position. Generally, standing with gain more attention and relaxation position. Comfortable sitting position and crossed arm, lack of shiftness indicate openness with non-communication obstacle. On the other hand, to avoid the movement, shifting sitting position, crossed arm or legs may a single defense. So here we have there are different types of body language, and in the different countries, the meaning of that body language is somehow different. Maybe here we in India we terms in a different way, but if we are talking about in the other countries, that same body language may terms in a very different way. Now next comes to your applications of body language. What are the applications of body language? So, for a good manager, we all know how to use body language. It is an advantage. They also know how to read employees to gain the upper hand. It also helps to raise eyebrows, wondering eyes. It also helps to pay attention. You will be surprised what you might learn about what is really going on the negotiation. What is being said with the words. So, for the body language has categorized in 135 districts, gestures, and expression. As we have discussed in the type of body language, many countries have different aspect of that specific body language. Maybe what we are thinking in India is a different type, and what outside India, maybe there is a different aspect of that specific body language. So gestures and expressions of the face, head, and body. 80 of these expressions were face or hand gestures. It may include 9 different ways of smiling. Simultaneously, physical signal offense reinforce each other and reduce surrounding the message. For example, if we are taking an exhibition with a simultaneous physical display of excessive smiling with frequent nodding of the head. Common attitude communicated non-verbal during negotiation can be grouped into two boards of category. So first form is your positive and second is your negative. Now let's discuss what is the meaning of positive. What do you understand by positive attitude? It indicates by body language may signal a sincere efforts to achieve win-win result. Key indicator of positive attitude are listed. Example gestures. Be particularly careful when you are interpreting or using gesture. A gestures that mean one thing in one society. That is a different in another. Maybe that gesture is different in one society and in comparison to the other society that is different. There is a good chance that you will encounter differently interpretation whenever you are negotiating with someone from other part of world. Even if the other party is from any other country, some of these different interpretation may remain as the part of the personal heritage. First, shaking your head up and down means yes in the United States. And left to right means no. In some part of word that means are just opposite. Okay, so next is the hand signal for OK in United States is an absence gestures in some other societies. The thumbs up gestures is a positive sign in most of the world. But in some culture, it considered a rude gesture. The next example is the V-shaped hand gestures with the index finger can may negative to a victory in United Nations. But in some country, it could be interpreted as a absence gesture. So, if we are taking the examples of different countries, body language gestures have different meaning. We have different aspect of that specific body language. So we have to be particular when you are using any gestures. Okay, so if we are using any of the gesture, we have to be very particular. We have to think twice to give that gesture so that it may not cause any misunderstanding to the other person. A gesture that means one thing in one society can mean something completely different from another. This is a good chance that you will encounter interpretation whenever you negotiate with someone. Another part of that. Now, next comes to the use to understand body language. How we have to understand every body language. Like body language reflects the people true feelings. It helps the people to know what actually the person wants to communicate because it is a type of a non-verbal language. Human nature that people considered more powerful are typically awarded greater personal space by the other people in the during conversations or interaction of managers with the other peers. Let's take an example of any organization. So it is quite easy to know how we have to use and understand that body language. Okay, so let's take example during a conversation or interaction of managers with their peers or employee, one you become aware of your counterpart body language. You can change your non-verbal communication, but putting your notepad on the table, sidling forward in your seat, and uncrossing your legs. You can change your position to much more respective one. Once you begin to manage your non-verbal behavior and that of your colleagues and employees, you will start repeating the benefit of speaking the language. Now, what is a body language and what is basically we understand from it? So, body language can reflect people true feelings. The better you understand that language, the more you will be able to use to your advantage. Human nature dictates that people considered more powerful are typically awarded greater personal space by that people considered more powerful and typical awarded great personal space by the other people in the room. Control over the dominant chair using the head of the table may be the most obvious sign of power. Learning the language of non-verbal communication is also important as difficult to acquiring fluency in the foreign language. So we have no, the more you use will be able to use in your advantage. Learning the language of non-verbal is almost difficult. So we have to learn the language of non-verbal communication is almost as difficult as fluency in the other language. Reading body language is perhaps the most powerful form of human communication. It also helps to admire the right information about reading body language. You can almost read people's mind. In addition to the study, you own your gestures and meaningful. You are conveying you must also become aware of what you counterpart to express. Gestures knocks many arguments. That is difficult to tell what someone is thinking by singing out one gestures. And they are right. A single gesture is like a single word. It is true meaning is difficult to understand out of context. However, when gestures come into the cluster, their meaning becomes clear. For an example, why a person fidget may not mean much be itself if that person is avoiding eye contact, holding his hands around his not in her mouth, touching his face and feeding. There are good chance he is not being totally honest. Now, involuntary hands movement can be particularly telling. People often touch their nose, chin, ears, arms, or clothing when they are nervous or lacking confidence in what they are saying. Let's well ask why they cross their legs. Most people say they do so for comfort, although they are being trustful. They are only particularly correct if you have ever closed your legs for a long period of time. You know that is a position can become painful and uncomfortable. Okay, so here we have learned about use and to understand the body language. And the previous topic, types, features, these are clear to you. I hope that are clear to you. Next comes to the specific use of body language. What are the specific use of body language? Why body language is important? Art of using facial expression. First is your art of using facial expression, art of using gestures, art of using eye contact. So, what do you understand by art of using facial expression? So, facial expression, we all know it is a human beings how to express their feeling. The way a human being express their feelings by the use of facial expression. Okay, so we all know humans show their feelings and emotions by the facial expression, such that he may smile, he may cry, or fear, or something else. So these are some of the art of your facial expression. For facial expression, it is a universal language in human society. For instance, when student give wrong answers, will the teacher criticize him? When an angry face, or just encourage him with a smile? The answer is self-evident. English study is comparatively different for most students. Thus, the teachers need to keep the student optimized in English law. To keep smiling has this magical function. Some professor profound once teacher use smile with the love to a student's mind. A good English teacher should take the warm smile into the classroom teaching. A warm smile could give student a study surround. How does the teacher do this? Teacher can tell student some humorous stories in English, or let them give some short role. So this example, as an English teacher, you understand how art of using facial expression helps. Those teacher and the student keep their relationship under a happy atmosphere. A philosopher once said, education is important, but it does not mean that teachers should keep a long face in classroom. When the student cannot force their attention, it does not mean the teacher should keep. When the student does not force to any text, teacher can use some facial expression. That is the art of using that expression, the art of using facial expression to draw their attention. To sum up, if a teacher can use a facial expression, he can receive a perfect classroom team. So that is the best example how we can use a facial expression. Next comes to a art of using gesture. Same here, we are taking one more example of teacher and the student. Okay, so in the classroom, teachers do some gestures for expressing what wants students to do. Some intense when a teacher gives the explanation for the sentence. He is fat. He may spell his hand around the eyes. If the sentence is she is slim, teacher can give a curves model in the letter, that is S. Gestures help the student to deep their understanding of English. Some other simple gestures act the role of convincing teacher's message. For instance, come here. Teacher stretch out one hand with point to himself with the palm. It's okay with the thumb upwards. So, overall, gestures has most expressions in body language. Therefore, it has abundant expression. However, teacher used to fussy gestures to the student attention. Now next comes to your art of eye contact. What do you understand by art of eye contact? So we everyone knows eye is a window. In a simple word, we can say eye is a window. So first of all, eye communication is between teacher and the student. Let's take the same example of a classroom when eye communication is done between the teacher and the student. The teacher may catch students regenerative information for their eye contact. For instance, a student watch will dull eye every now and then, which means he get sight freed. And if there is a doubt or split in the student EIs, the teacher can know whether or not they have understood the content. That is to say, the student eyes can give some message to the teacher. The teacher should keep in good touch with the student through their eye contact. However, how does the teacher use eye contact to help English teaching? The teacher may look around the whole class, which can let the student feel the teacher presence. If some student does not listen interestedly, the teacher also promote their attention in this way. So this is the art of eye contact. Next comes to the art of body language. What do you understand by the art of body language? The distance between the people still have informative meaning. Body language or body distance is one kind of body language too. In the English classroom, teachers stand in different positions, which give the student different feeling. A student indicate that when teachers stand near a student to the 3 points, 5 meters, that distance can produce one kind of control. If students do not concentrate in the class time, the teacher only need to go nearby places. That would change the student absent mind condition. So that is the best use of body distance. When teachers usually let a student to read in the middle school, when the teacher is reading, he can go to the student space zone. If he does like this, he will control the discipline and correct their wrong pronunciation properly. Moreover, if the teacher does the dictation with walking properly in class is the best use of body distance. He can draw student attention. If a teacher stands on the platform, which is from student 4 to 5 meters, it hard to draw their attention. Some teachers often complain that they cannot get satisfactory teaching efforts when they are teaching in multimedia class. So these are some of the specific use of body language, like art of facial expressions, art of body language, art of gestures, and so on. So I hope this topic is clear to you. Now, next, what are the advantages of body language? Why body language is important? So, some gestures can mean a lot, and they are not a good way to convey emotions without any effort. If we take an example of an anger, you cross your arms. Or if you are happy, you can let your arms free. Next, if you're taking an example of an interview, sitting your body language can show a lot about you. If you sit up straight with a smile, you will appear more confident to a potential. So this is the advantage of body language. Now, next comes to what are the disadvantages. If we are having the advantage, so we are also have some of the disadvantage of the body language. So, body language also give something you will not able to help it. What you do with your body may show that you are lying. What expressions or what gesture you are using can tell everything what exactly comes to your mind or what you want to deliver to the other person. In an interview setting, if you do not make a eye contact with the employees and move around a lot, this can lead to getting the job. Now, next comes to the negative body language sign and how it helps to avoid this. So, as we all know, we have learned about the body language, types of body language, advantage, disadvantage, and how we have to use that body language. Okay, so now it comes to where are also having negative signs of body language and how we have to avoid that, because somehow if we give some negative sign, so it may reflect to the error or a difference in the relationships. Okay, so we have to avoid that. So how we have to avoid it, let's discuss further. We are pretty sure you are experienced situation where you have successfully gauged a friend or a stranger mood by analyzing their gestures or facial expression. When there you go, you have read their body language. Body language refers to non-verbal clues peoples you communicate, whether negative or positive. Body language offers some sort of content to whatever you are talking about. The word you use make up your verbal communication. The facial expression and gestures, manners, physical behavior, tone of voice make up your non-verbal communication. More times than not, non-verbal communication or body language communicate more than the words you use. When your significant other asks you, "Are you okay?" and you respond, "Yes, I am fine." An example. While forwarding, looking at the floor and avoid eye contact, you communicating something other than fine with your body language. Now, first negative body language sign is your poor postures. If your posture is not good, it may reflect a negative sign. So, proper posture can change the way you approach the people as well as the way people respond to you. Okay, so poor postures. What do you understand by poor postures? So, poor postures can change the way you can appropriate the people as well as the way people respond to when you cross your arms or to turn away from the people you when you are talking to them. You risk looking disinterested and borderline rude. When you stand up or sit up straight, look at a people, what a smile on your face, and keep your arms slightly open. You are telling them that you are approachable, wants to conservation and happy to talk to them. Next, lack of eye contact is one of the negative sign of your body language. So, what does lack of eye contact means? We do not even need to explain why maintaining eye contact change the way people respond to you and to whatever you are saying. When you are trying to close a business deal, for an example, you keep looking down at your feet or looking away from the person you are talking to. Might think you were untrustworthy. If you are making eye contact when another person looking around the room or looking into the space, you are being disrespectful to the person you are talking to. Next comes to the negative facial expression. We are also having some of the facial expression that are very negative, that are not good for us. Flowing or eye rolling are not welcome. That's for sure. Whether you are in the workplace, on a date, or somewhere where you want to leave good impression, you need to be concise of the face you make. We are all blissfully unaware of faces we make when we are forcing on something. But that does not mean that we are allowed to lose control over our own face. Smile politely, note at the person you are talking to, or keep a neutral expression when you are unsure of how to respond something. Now next comes to week of repeating gestures. Whenever we are nervous or express stage fright, we found how to behave, how to stand, or even what to do well with our hands. When you go through something of the sort, do not freak out. Remember to match your gestures to your word. What gestures you are giving, that should be matched with your words, and you're good to go. Now, lacking of active listening is one of the negative expressions. If a person is talking to you, and we have all been in a scenario where we want to depart early from a burden or react aggressively because we were fed up with whatever we were exposed to. Whenever you are having a conversation with someone, you are expected to listening and actively participating. Rather than checking your watch every 2 or 3 minutes, or God forbid, interrupting the person you are talking with. Try masking the sign of impatience. Maintain eye contact and meaningful insights into the topic of conversation. Stretch the conversation in the right direction. So the last negative point is poor use of space. There are various negative body expression, but we will discuss one or three. We have already discussed five of them, and last is your poor use of space. I hope previous facial expressions and your negative signs has been clear to you. Now it comes to the poor use of space. What do you understand by that? Now we are getting into the 19 gritty of non-verbal communication. Poor use of space might not matter when you are hanging or with friends or throwing a Sunday barbecue for the closest member of your friend. When you are surrounded by people who know you, you do not need to put on a show. But when we are struggling with the non-verbal communication in the workplace for intense, you might want to work on your use of space. Whether you are giving a presentation or organization some sort of focus space, you need to figure out a way to use body language to command space. When you do that, you are sending the message that you are confident and comfortable and you know what you are talking about. So here I have told you all the negative facial expression and how you can avoid them. Apart from this, there are certain more negative facial expression like touching or fixing your hair, like covering your mouth, like covering your mouth, like use the word but. There are various types of, so we have to avoid use that negative expression because it gives a very bad impressions to the other person. So we have to just you avoid that all the same. We see that body language is very helpful. So if we want to deepen the quality on education or any other field, we have to use a good body expressions. if you are using your non-verbal, if you are using some non-verbal communication for the other party, so be very wise by using your body language, because it totally just get an impact to the other person. So, in short, if you in concludes, we can say body language is a type of a non-verbal communication, and it is the function of the body. The way you speak, it all reflects to the other person. So be very wise. Which type of gesture, postures you are using to communicate with the other person. I hope this topic is clear to you.